Hello. In the video game Metal Storm, I am Don Nuka. I have a very limited time to tell you about what is going on in the game Metal Storm. Just like this drink here, which is Winter Edition Red Bull Fiji Apple Ginger. It is actually delicious. This is only for the winter season. The offer in the game right now is you can purchase any blueprint that you want. And because you can purchase any blueprint that you want, that's regular blueprint and passive blueprint, this is something that is celebrating their anniversary. And because it's celebrating their anniversary, for people who've played the game for a very long time, their biggest complaint is, I can't use luck to get these blueprints. So they are giving everyone the opportunity to just go out and buy that blueprint as they please. I'm going to put the guard on here so that I don't get too loud, but I have notes. I'm going to go through all these notes here. This video is primarily how to get the blueprints, what the blueprints do. I can't show you how each one is going to perform on this particular session here on this particular video, but what I can do is additional videos will be made so I can just show you how to use each one of those items one by one, or maybe in groups or whatever. We will figure it out. I've always said that this game is something that we will figure out together because it was new to me and it may be new to you. If it's new to you, then enjoy this game here and enjoy this limited time to actually purchase your blueprints with silver. First thing we're going to do, I've already told you, this is a limited time only. This is not going to be available for a very long time. So this is out of here. Next thing is, my plan is not going to be your plan. My plan is to get every single aircraft that I have and push each one up to level 12 at a minimum. That way I can put the passive blueprints on each one of them, because that's what they're doing. They really want people to use these passive blueprints. It's new, it adds variety to the game, and I actually really like it on the F4 Phantom. So my plan is to upgrade everything. Your plan should not be that. Your plan should be only upgrade those that you really, really like. Your number one, your number two, maybe your number three. How much is this going to cost you in-game cash? 8,000 silver for a regular blueprint. A passive blueprint will cost you 5,000 in silver. Now, that is not a bad price. It's actually the same price as a blueprint sale, which usually happens periodically. Oh, choose wisely. Don't be like me. The very first time that I got my hands on the ability to, I realized that, hey, this is a thing. This is going down right now. Once I realized that was going on, I spent 40,000 in in-game cash. It was just in-game cash that I was stacking, and all of a sudden, I just spent it like a mad, crazy man, and realized at the last moment, like, oh my, I'm just throwing my in-game cash away. Bad, Carlton. Now, first we got to get to some basics. Basic number one. In the game Metal Storm, there is a hangar. This is what your hangar looks like. Your hangar can go from level 1 through 20. When you first play the game, you're at level 1. Your hangar is. You're only allowed to have this one aircraft. As you get more aircraft, it goes all the way up to level 20. We're not going to discuss that too much more than that, because the more aircrafts you have, the more aircrafts you'll be able to put stuff on. Each jet, here's your jets right here. Each one of these jets, as a better picture right there, each one of these jets can go from level 1 all the way up to level 20. So you need to know that there's two level 20s here. So level 20 for the hangar and a level 20 for the actual jet itself. I have jets. The next thing is, and I'm going to just put this on the screen down here. In order to get a blueprint, a standard blueprint, you have to be at level 8. Once you hit level 8, you're allowed to put on one blueprint. Once that blueprint is on, it cannot be taken off. As of today in this game, as it stands right now, it's put on, no taking off. Once you hit level 12, you'll have the ability to put on the new item. The new item is the passive blueprints. Again, you can put it on, but as far as I know, as of today, you cannot take it off. So again, some people will choose not to put a blueprint on because they don't like a blueprint, so they don't even put it on. You are not being forced to put any blueprints on. It's always free choice to put a blueprint on. And then once you hit level 16, you're allowed to have one mod. A single mod can be added to any vehicle you want. Blueprints cannot. Blueprints are very specific to that aircraft, whereas mods can be put on any aircraft that you want. At level 20, you are allowed to have a second mod put on. These mods can be taken off, swapped for another one, and if you don't like it, you can just delete it and put another one on there. So these are more flexible, and they don't use silver currency. They use mod material currency. So I'll talk a little bit about that later on, but for the most part, we're not talking about mods in most of this video. Got one card? Yeah. Cost. I've already said it before, but the cost of a regular blueprint is 8,000 silver in-game cash. And the price of a passive blueprint is 5,000. It is cheaper. And you notice I keep saying passive. Passive simply means that you don't have to do anything special. It automatically clicks in. Because believe it or not, when you're playing this game, you only have so many things you can do with your fingers. And as far as most of us are concerned, we don't have a sixth finger. If you had a sixth finger, it might be useful in this game. The next thing, coins. Where can you get silver? It's the biggest question so many people ask me just randomly. I will make a video about gardening, and all of a sudden somebody say, how do you get silver in the game? And I would just basically tell them, do this, do this, do this. Now, I got a sheet. Well, actually, a card. Anyway, the first thing you can do is be a part of a squad. If you're part of a squad, every single time one of your squad members buys the pass, you will actually get gifts. If they buy the higher end pass, you will get 750 in silver. If they buy the standard pass, you will get 500 in silver. This is something that I tested with the crew, and that actually works, and it's very, very good. You can only do that for 10 times. So whatever 500 times 10 is, I'm not doing the math because I'm doing a video right now. That's how much in silver you can get from 10 people in your crew. The next one is buy the flight pass. You know, I don't want to get into details, but someone asked me, why am I not paying a couple of bucks to get extra resources in the game? And I was like, oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm not doing this here. So at some point, years and years ago, I decided to throw a little bit of change at these video games. Buying the flight pass will get you a huge number of silver. It's so much, it's so many, I can't even do it right now. So I'm going to place the amount of silver you can get right here. This is how much silver you can get in the game if you bought the flight pass. And with the flight pass, you will end up getting the bottom row. Here we go. You will end up getting the stuff at the bottom and the stuff at the top. Basically, get it that way. Basically, collecting a whole bunch of silver as you go along. I need a marker for this here because there's a lot of stuff on this page here. The next one is go to MetalStorm's website. So remember I said, go buy the pass. If you're buying the pass in the game, I use an iPhone, so if I'm buying it inside of the iPhone, I don't get anything extra. I just get whatever I bought. But if you buy it on their actual website, and I'm going to bounce over here to their website real quick. If you buy it on their actual website, what will happen is, oops, that is me. There you go. Because I didn't want you to see my email. You have options to buy gold on here. You also have options to buy other little trinkets here and there that can be very, very useful. Silver, universal points, and crates. When you're doing this here, you also will be collecting star points inside of their website. And you can turn around and convert those star points into something else. I will tell you about that again later on. But their website is actually useful, especially if you're a brand new player and you need more resources. Another place you can go is inside the shop in the game itself. Once you're in the shop, you can click on Daily Deals. Daily Deals will sometimes give you an option of either claiming a little bit of silver, or sometimes for 8,000 or whatever, they will give you the opportunity to just flat out buy a blueprint. It happens periodically. It is extremely random. I refuse to even try to figure out, is there a pattern to this here, because it's just so random. Another place, still inside of the shop, there is a Ace shop. Now, there's these points called Ace coins. Ace coins can be used to convert stuff. So you can buy, you can collect those Ace coins, convert those into something else, silver or crates or whatever you want, so that you can basically get what you want in the game. Again, we will actually touch on that later on. Another place you can get silver, and it's still technically the same place, inside the shop on the far right hand side, and I'll let you glance at this one here for a second here. You're going to see a bunch of gold over there. You can buy gold if you wanted to. I do not recommend that you go in here and buy gold, because buying gold is straight cash. I like to play and just earn everything, even though someone came down from above and gave me a whole bunch of points. Disregard that. That doesn't usually happen in the real world. I don't need that. Okay, now, where do you find these blueprints? To find these blueprints, believe it or not, you will randomly see them in medium crates and large crates. My first large crate, after the update and everything, my first large crate had 2 blueprints. I'm going to put a picture of it over here, over there, one of the 2 places. I don't know which one, but I'm going to put it up there so you can see. I got 2 blueprints, and I was extremely happy because one of them was for the F-14. If you know, you know. Squad crates. Right now, it is the weekend. Hey, Siri, what's today's date? Oh, Siri doesn't like to respond when I'm playing Metal Storm. Hey, Siri, what's today's date?
It's Sunday, November 16th, 2025.
So it's Sunday. And one of the things that's going down is the event is going down. The squad event is going down right now. And we are all playing the game together as a team to collect this big crate. Level 20 is the highest of that crate. If you haven't noticed, the number 20 repeats itself in this game. And on Monday morning, 8 a.m., I'll be able to collect whatever is in that crate. Blueprint sales. Right now, there is no blueprint sale going on, but the way the developers have opened this up, this is like a mega huge blueprint sale that's going on, because every blueprint is for sale, and it's at the usual sale price, 8,000 and 5,000, which is a great deal. I've already said before, you have to go to the shop to get these. The shop is a place where you can find blueprints. So in the shop, and I know we keep going right back to the shop because the shop is very important. You will periodically find daily deals at 8,000, and in the Ace shop, 500 Ace coins will get you 1 blueprint. But caution, make sure that you're actually clicking on a blueprint and you're not clicking on a mod. I don't recommend buying any mods flat out, because they're easier to earn. In fact, you'll earn so many that you start stacking and everything. So the next thing is, how do blueprints work? So for the most part, the way a blueprint is going to work is, if you have a blueprint that says, while you're flying, you will be able to hit a flare, a huge flare, instead of a regular flare. So instead of it going boom, 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 it'll be a huge flare, like boom, 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 boom. It really annoys me to see, I think it's the F5 flare. It's blinding because it just covers up the entire screen. One of the most useful ones is refueling. When it comes to refueling, basically when you run out of your afterburner, you hit the blueprint. Once you hit the blueprint, within a few seconds, it recharges that afterburner so you can keep on going. Now, the way blueprints are going to work is that first blueprint is your base, and then you stack that one on with another blueprint and another blueprint. So you end up going from level 1, 2, 3, and max. That is how these blueprints are actually working. And it's a little confusing because I was playing a game with another person. He said, "Hey, I just got some blueprints, but I already have this here." And what he didn't understand was the first one is your base, and then you stack, and then you stack, and you stack until it's maxed out. Because of this sale, you have the ability to do all of it at one time. But take in mind, you can spend 30, 40,000 in-game cash, which is not real cash. So, like I said, first you need the first one, and then after that, you will stack whatever that special ability is. And some special abilities would be like, for this one here, which is the F14, you will have the ability to lock on to like multiple items. What it's going to do is that recharge to lock on is sped up. So first it's 30 seconds, and then it's 20 seconds, and then it's 5 seconds. It can basically enhance the capabilities of what you're doing in the game. Ooh, there's something in the back. What's on the back? One moment. And I did say this here before, but I cannot stop saying this here. Although some blueprints share the exact same ability, like there's multiples that actually have the refueling thing that I was telling you about, it does not mean that you can get a blueprint that's specifically for F111 and put it on a different vehicle like the Flanker. They may share the same blueprint, but it's incompatible. It won't even allow you to put it on there. And once you put a blueprint on, as of today, it cannot be removed. Good thing I saw that. So, what is the difference between a blueprint and a passive blueprint? Because notice that I keep saying blueprint, passive blueprint. A blueprint is something that you have to actually click on. You got to hit that button and make it work whenever you want it to work, because it is the special ability of the aircraft. One aircraft, the Su-47, when you hit the blueprint, it literally does a loop. As long as you're holding it down, watch this here. As I press it, it does a loop, and it'll keep on going until it finishes the loop. But if I press it a little bit and then let go, it just keeps on going. It no longer does the loop. So the blueprint itself is making it do a full 360. 360, 180, 360, 180. It doesn't matter. It makes it do a full circle. What is a passive blueprint? A passive blueprint, it's special. So again, I don't have 6 fingers. And because I don't have 6 fingers, I was using the F4 Phantom. And while I was using the F4 Phantom, there was somebody who was coming after me. And as they were using their cannon to basically rip me to shred, I heard this noise. Boom! That noise was my passive blueprint activating. My health had gone all the way from up here to way down there, and when it gets too low, it kicks in, and you can hear boom. And when you hear that boom, that's the blueprint, the passive blueprint trying to heal me. Over here is what that passive blueprint looks like, but it is trying to heal me and keep me going so that I can hopefully make it to a safe place. Maybe one of my fellow comrades can get this bandito off of me, or whatever the situation is. But that's how that goes. I am double checking to make sure that there's nothing on the back of these things. I think I only had one that had something on the back. So, remember I said I was going to talk about mods. I'm not going to say a lot about mods. But everyone should get at least one aircraft, even if you don't even like it. Get it up to level 16 so you can get at least one mod. That way more mods will come in. The game will only allow you to get stuff that you can have access to. So you can't get stuff in advance before you get that jet. But what is the difference between a blueprint and a mod? A blueprint is permanent, specifically designed for that aircraft. You've heard me say this a little while ago. I'm going to say it one more time. Mods can be installed on an aircraft of any type. So it could be refueling. It could be harder turning. It could be a special flare to throw off the bad guys. And you are given the ability at level 16 to have one mod. You're given the ability to have a second mod at level 20. So that's the only thing that you can. That's the only thing you can do is just put 2 mods on there. But the beautiful part is, and this happened to me, while I was playing the game, one of my guys said, "Was it a gal? It was a gal. It doesn't really matter." One of the people in my crew said, "Hey, why are you using this mod? I don't think it's a good one. Switch it." And I switched it. It was like targeting. It was a targeting mod to help me basically focus more. And it worked. I took that person's advice and it absolutely worked. And I was like, oh, thank you. Because I don't understand these mods that much. I just was happy to put them on here. It looked pretty. So, and you know who you are. I still thank you this day. Lastly, Ace Coins. Now this is I kept this here on the page because this is something that's very, very different. This is more of the way I play the game, my style. When you get a new aircraft, your new aircraft is at level 1. When it's at level 1, as you play the game, you will start collecting trophies. Even if you push it up to level 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever, you're collecting trophies. The game is designed to link people together playing trophies, playing with trophies to match those guys and to keep them in the same sandbox or whatever. What's the important thing to know here is when you're playing the game and you're a low-level player or low-level jet, you're using that. As you increase your trophies, the game will give you ace coins as you go along. So for me to go from 0 to 600 trophies, it's going to give me about 50 to 60 or even more ace coins along the way. Those ace coins can be converted into silver. So buying some extra aircrafts that you don't really want to use or whatever, but playing them for a little bit, using it as a way to farm additional ace coins can get you additional silver or blueprints or whatever you want to use. Notice you can use ace coins to buy silver. You can use ace coins to buy what else? Crates. And did I not even say that? No, I didn't say it. Oh no. Bad note taker. So, just to let you know, every single time you open up a medium crate, you will end up getting at least 540 in silver. Every single time you open up a large crate, you will get at least 1,800 in silver. So based on all the other math stuff that I've told you about, these are your opportunities to collect silver, convert ace coins, convert gold if you wanted to, how the blueprints actually work. And that's all we have for now, because this is like a 20-minute video, but it's all about the blueprints. And unfortunately, this is the easiest way to just give you everything in one big lump. The other videos that I make, they should be shorter, but it'll be showing you how each one of these individual blueprints and passive blueprints actually work. I'm even going to get the blueprints of the aircraft that I don't even like the MiG-19. I don't like the MiG-19. This is an insert. There is one more place that I completely forgot about where you can get more silver to buy more blueprints, passive or regular, doesn't really matter. That place is going to be Mastery. As you play the game with one specific aircraft, any aircraft, you will get Mastery in that particular aircraft. That Mastery level will go all the way up to level 24. But as you're ranking up in there, you will have the ability to collect additional silver and other things as well. Not getting into details there, but that is another option to get silver to buy your blueprints.